Nancy. All right. Am I unmuted? Okay, good. Welcome, everybody. So good to see you. As you can tell, I'm in my new home office and there's nothing on the shelves yet. But slow but sure, at least I have a chair and I'm in the office, right? So welcome, everyone. We're glad that you have committed to being here with us tonight. We have exciting things for you, so we can't wait to share with you. And I just want to do a little bit of recognition. Who has already finished their Spark for the month? I know we're just before the 15th, which means we're wrapping up Star, but who's already done their, oh, there we go. She already got her chain. There we go. Anybody else? Who else has done their Spark? Alana? Anyone? Cindy? Yay, congratulations, good job. Okay, who has already wrapped up Star or is working on wrapping up their Star for this quarter? Okay, we got 2 Star consultants already done. Awesome, awesome. Anybody working on finishing their Star? I know Mary Beth's going to talk about how you can finish your Star. It's never too late. Okay, and let's see. I wrote my list down here. Who promoted themselves? Who added a new team member this month? Anyone? Or this week? We won't talk about the month. We'll talk about the week. Okay, that means there's room for improvement. We are getting ready to start the new year. We are going to open the door to 2021 in just a few days. And so I just want you guys to just put your seatbelt on and get ready for an exciting journey today as we celebrate your successes and focus forward on what we're doing in 2021 while celebrating all the learns and everything that we have been able to create in 2020. And I don't know if you guys saw the news that was on the Facebook page about Mary Kay receiving an award for being the #1 handling the pivot in this whole web thing in 2020. And so just really, really proud of our company for being just on trend and on top of it. So I just want to congratulate you guys for being here. And because there is so much to share, I'm going to stop talking and I'm going to turn it over to the amazing, the beautiful Mary Beth. And she is going to just give you some reminders and some announcements. Where are you, girls? Oh, there you are.
So sweet, so sweet. And I love your new shelves back there. That's amazing. Are those built in?
They are.
That is even better. I love that.
I love it.
And Sarah, I don't know where you are. There you go. When I first started Mary Kay many years ago, my office was in my closet and I had a little bitty back piece to my closet. And that's where I would go and shut the bedroom door and shut the closet door. And I would like completely check out from my family and screaming kids. So girlfriend, a closet is the best way to start. I love it. And yours looks way better than mine did back in the day. So, okay, guys, first of all, I've got some super exciting news I want to share with you tonight. And so Christy and Christy's amazing team of women are on target for their 9th Mary Kay car. So guys, let's cheer her and her team on as they cross the finish line on December 31st on New Year's Eve. And they wake up as a brand new Premier Club unit on January 2021. So isn't that amazing? And the cool thing is the Mary Kay car she chooses will be a 2021, not a 2020. And I don't know about you guys, but that sounds pretty awesome. So congratulate guys. So y'all, we're just going to cheer them on for the next few weeks. And so as they wrap that beautiful car up, I'm so excited. Okay. So last minute, who would love to wrap up their star? Is tomorrow December? Yeah, tomorrow, December 15th. Okay. So guys, if there's any quarter that you can finish a star, or if you want to finish a star, it's right now. So who would love some ideas to wrap up your star or to bump yourself up a level of stars? If you're at a sapphire, to move up to a ruby, okay, or on and on. So guys, here's the thing. No matter where you are, you can finish. I'm going to start with the number of 600. We're just going to roll through here, okay? If you were 600 wholesale away from finishing your star tomorrow night at midnight, there's a few things you can do. Number one, you've got to know where you are. So guys, you can't be at $20 away and not know you're $20 away. If you're $1,000 away, that's okay too. But guys, how do you eat an elephant? You back it down one bite at a time. So number one, where are you? Okay. Secondly, text your director right now or before you get off this call and say, I want to finish my star. pray for me, cheer me on, whatever that looks like, because she will do that, and she will help you with ideas and push you through the finish line tomorrow night. The next one, guys, share your goal. If your friends, your sales directors, your sister consultants, your family, your customers, if they don't know your goal, guys, you can't do it alone. You have to bring them on board with you. Okay. They're part of your win. They're part of your star. So here's some ideas. Okay. If you have 10 Santas, those can be husbands, moms, sisters, whoever, 10 Santas. And guys, men are kind of sticklers right now because they're desperate. But if you take 10 Santas and sell each Santa a $50 gift and $50 in stocking stuffers, guys, that's $100. So 10 people, 10 Santas, $100 each, 50 in a gift and 50 in a stocking stuffer. Guys, that's $1,000 right there. Okay. All right. So what if you sold to 6 people, they shopped with you for $100, or 12 people shopped with you at $50 each? Okay, guys, you can look beyond your customer base for this. Dive in and look at who are your family and friends, who are past coworkers that you have, who are people that work next to you if you're in an office or you're in a bank or a hospital. Guys, they are scrambling. They don't have Christmas. They're not finished. So some questions to ask. We talked about it last week. Nancy, how can I help you finish your Christmas shopping this year? How can I be of service to you this holiday season? Guys, if you don't ask, the answer is no. And here's the thing, if you ask Nancy and she is finished and you're so excited for her, girl, that is amazing. Listen, if there's one thing that you forget last minute, think of me, will you? I've got a huge goal I'm working on. And so if you need a last minute gift, I'd love to be your girl. Oh, it's that simple. But if you don't ask, I got paralyzed a little bit this weekend. And then this phone was so heavy. It was like picking up a 100-pound weight. And I picked it up and I texted a lady that didn't respond to me last week. And I texted her again Saturday. You know what she said? Oh my gosh, I was so busy, but I need 6 satin handsets. Guys, I was rewarded for being obedient. Okay. All right. So that's, if you have questions on STAR, message me on here, message your director. We want to help you finish that. Another thing, the winter lookbook has been mailed out to your customers. If you have not followed up with them, I have not followed up with mine. It is a great time to sit on the couch in a snuggie blanket and text those women and say, hey girl, did you get your lookbook? Is there anything you need for? Okay. All right. So that is my last little hurrah for STARS, guys. You can make this happen. Also, this is our last official Zoom meeting for 2020. It kind of makes me sad, but I'm also excited to see what the new year is going to bring. So we want you to take the next few weeks. We want you to take and spend more time with family. Doesn't mean you stop working your Mary Kay business, guys. The holidays is a great time to work your business because you're with family and friends and you're able to chat with them. But the next few weeks, take some time off. We do have some homework, some things for you to do. And guys, it's more self-reflecting homework, and Christy's going to get into that in a little bit more, but it's here to grow you. Who wants to grow and be a better version of you in 2021? I think everybody on this call, that's what we strive for, is to be a better version. So guys, that's what we are doing. We have got some tools created tonight that we're going to share with you to help you be the best version of you for 2021. And I'm so excited about it. So, okay. No more meetings this month. Some of you have certain things planned. You've got that going on. Talk to your director about that. And I think that's it. So Nancy, it's all you, girlfriend.
Okay. I have a barking dog. So if he goes nuts, I'll just mute myself and someone else can talk. Okay. He's in a new place and just a little sensitive. Anyway, you guys, we're going to talk about reflecting on the positives of 2020. And I've had a lot of time to do that over the last few days of, just trying to get settled in and just really look back over what 2020 has meant to us. And I know if we look on Facebook or if you look anywhere, people are talking about how 2020 was the worst year ever and all these horrible things happened. But I think if you will just take a few minutes to think back, if you start writing just between now and January 1, I challenge you to write 5 things every day that you are grateful for. It can be for you in your business. It can be your family. It can be anything. But I guarantee you, as you begin to write those 5 things that you are grateful for, it is going to change your entire perspective of what 2020 was all about. Yes, there were things that were difficult, but you know what? As I look back over 2020, if I had not started working with Christy and traveling, if I had not started doing Zoom meetings, if I had not learned how to do Facebook parties, if I had not, you get the drift, right, girls? It has been a crazy year for all of us, but as I look back, I have a huge grateful heart for all the pivots and the beautiful family and community that I got to make those with, that we failed forward. We made a change, didn't work so good. We made another change. So grateful to get to do that with this amazing community. As you look, sorry guys, as you look back on 2020, list the things that you are grateful for, those people that made a difference for you. And then after you've done the next, I don't know even how many days, we're on the 14th, I think today. So you've got like 15 days of being grateful. Let them know. It will change everything. And in your life, in your business, in your attitude. When we begin to have an attitude of gratitude, it changes everything. And so as you reflect back, take some time, you guys. If we're not going to have a meeting and we're not gathering, take some time to reflect, because if we do not reflect, then we cannot grow forward. Because if we never look at everything that has happened in the last year, we can't take the good, gather everything that we want, and move forward. And so I just really encourage you to enjoy this time. And then as you make your gratitude list, reach out to those people and let them know, or let people know the things that made such a difference. And I guarantee you, you will make their day filled with gratitude too. All right, Miss Mary Beth, talk about 2021. We reflected on 2020 and woohoo, it was a year
to remember.
All years, but 2021 is just going to be blown away, and I'm excited for what God has for us.
You know, they always say don't wish for something that you really don't want, because in January I remember coming off the Christmas holiday selling season going, gosh, I wish we just had a week like of snow and pajamas and Netflix, and I really never watched Netflix before, and just a week to do nothing. Guys, I didn't know I was wishing for a year on that. So I'm going to apologize to all of you tonight for that. Okay. So I will not wish for that again at all. Okay. So want to chat with you a little bit about 2021. And I know we have a few weeks left, guys, but it starts a new year. So I love that, Mary Kay, we get two new starts. We get a new start in January and a fresh start in July. Because that is the beginning of our Mary Kay year. So guys, as you take the next 2 weeks, and I don't want to say off because we're still going to be working, but you take the next 2 weeks to spend more time with family. I want you to think about what it is for 2021 that you truly want for your life. And guys, your life with your family, your life with your business, your life with your walk with the Lord. What do you want in your life? So I'm going to encourage you to grab a little goal poster, to grab a poster board. It can be a sheet of paper. So these are some that we did. I know some of my girls on here remember doing these a few years ago at our end of the year party bash. But guys, this is a goal poster that I made, and we hung these on the refrigerator. But what was so fun is, guess what? We incorporated the kids to make these too. So these are kind of funny, but it's kind of neat to see because our kids, our family, they watch us. One says, get a Gucci or Chanel purse. Like, come on, y'all. But that's a dream. Absolutely. Go on a church mission trip, paint my room, pass Miss Heinzman's class, get my driver's license. Guys, is this not fun? A fun activity you can do with your family. And these hung on our fridge forever until I think one of the kids got mad and took them down. Anyway, y'all, teenagers is real stuff. But guys, I had mine on here, and some of these goals were achieved and some of them they weren't, but these were first and foremost. And this was a sheet that I saw every single day, for my personal business, what I wanted for my family. So guys, I'm going to encourage you to make a goal poster and share it with your family. Have them make one with you. If you're not into cutting and painting, Christy and I talked about that. I'm not a big crafty person. That's not my love language. It's not my gift. But guys, it doesn't have to be beautiful. Nobody's judging you for like an A for art class or anything like that. And it can even be as simple as just writing something down on a list, just like this, if you don't have scissors and paste and all that stuff, just so that you can know, you keep your eye on what it is that you want out of life. And it's right there in front of you every day that you go to the fridge, or every day that you look at your bathroom mirror, or every day that you walk into your office closet. Sarah was somewhere on here. Anyway, anywhere you go, you have this poster. So guys, that's some homework for the next few weeks. And we will show these posters and share these, I think, our first meeting in January. Right, Christy? Am I right? What? You laughing at this? Okay. All right. That's all I've got. So I'm a fun teacher tonight. Fun homework. Woohoo. Whoops.
My turn. Sorry, guys. That was exciting. As a matter of fact, I was writing notes about what I'm going to put on my goal poster, and I got a perfect wall for it right here.
Nancy, I have to share one more thing.
Oh, go ahead.
This is Colton's. This is hilarious. He was 12 at the time. He wants a 2019 Dodge Hemi engine with 6-foot lift wheels and tires. Guys, he still talks about this goal poster, and he's almost 14 years old. This is 2 years old. So your family will remember what they write down. I had to share that. Go ahead. Sorry, Nancy.
And I'm guessing he doesn't have that yet. Since he can't drive, my guess is he doesn't have it.
No, but he is dreaming about it still to this day.
Yes, and it's keeping it in front of him so that as he grows towards it, he will have that. Yeah. It's awesome. That's cool. In January, as we get to share our goals and what we have put before ourselves, and you guys, what I love about this is it's not just about Mary Kids. What do you want to do in life? And when we have such a great community like this, we can help each other and hold each other to be accountable, to be the very best version of ourselves. And so in January, it's going to look a little bit different. The very first meeting in January, the 3 of us are going to train. I'm sure you're like, that's no different. But drum roll, then the good part comes. Yay. That on the 11th, the 18th, and the 25th, you guys are going to be leading and taking just that leadership role in growing yourself in your business and in your leadership skills and your training skills, and working with each other and working as a team. So it's going to make a huge difference just in your perspective, you guys. I know that when I work with other people, I do better because I'm not going to let somebody else down. I mean, if Mary Beth and Christy say we're going to, I'm like, well, I've got to, because you don't want to let your friends down. And I think that's one of the best ways to grow is to be accountable to others. And so I'm excited about that. And Christy has broken you guys up into teams, and we're going to empower and work together, lead together. And so you're not alone. You're not in this by yourself. You're in this to become the very best of you that you can be. And we just spent a lot of time talking about what is our purpose. And we feel like we have shared with you all the nuts and bolts that we have, and that now it's time for you guys to take them and truly implement them and soar to the greatest heights that you can. And this is all going to be a part of it. So we're so excited to get to share this with you. So I am going to turn it over to Christy, and Christy is going to tell you a little bit about what we're going to do. And then Mary Beth is going to give us a little bit of an agenda. So Christy, here's to you.
Yay, thank you. Are y'all excited about that? Like, I am so excited because, you know, like Nancy was saying, we have talked about it, and we just feel like we have given you all since July, like we have been on this path of just giving you all the skills, all the tools, equipping you all. And now it's time to just like kind of hand it off. I don't know if you all know this about, you know, baby eagles and mama eagles. When it's time for the baby eagle to leave the nest, mama eagle starts pulling away all the stuff. And then finally, baby eagle has no other choice but to fly. And so it's your turn to fly, and we are so excited about it. And so what we did is we decided to divide up in teams. We looked at our unit who consistently is a part of our Monday Night Live. We want you guys to be a part of it. And so we've put together teams. And so there will be a team captain each week. And so so I'm going to go ahead and tell you your teams. And so your team captain will have everybody's phone numbers, and I'm sure you all will create a Voxer message or a text message or whatever, so that you all will create everything. And actually, Mary Beth is going to talk to you about that. But as you all are creating your curriculum each week, what I just want you to just remember, we'll give you all some guidelines on the agenda. One of the big things is watching the time. So you have to make sure that you're on the time. I just want to encourage you to be excited and enthusiastic. And one of the things that I'm just going to tell you guys, like when I'm doing a Facebook Live, I have to make sure that I'm raising my eyebrows up, because it looks like I'm not excited. And I think the higher your eyebrows are, the more excited you look. So I have to remember to raise my eyebrows up. So just a little tip there. So, all right. So Alana is going to be the team captain for January 11th. So Alana, you are team captain for January 11th, and your team is going to be Ruth. I knew I saw a beautiful Ruth on here a while ago. Hey, Ruth. Miss Cindy, where is Cindy? There she is. Hey, Cindy. Amy, and Brittany. And so even if they're not on tonight, don't worry, we're going to let them know what the dealio is. Okay, and then on January 18th, our team captain is going to be Esmer. And Esmer, your team is going to be Celeste. It is going to be Cecilia. Susan, you're going to be on Esmer's team, and Katie. Okay. And then on January 25th, Candace, you are going to be our team captain, and your team is going to be Jasmine, Sarah, Yesenia, Brightly, and Lori. So you actually have an extra person, so a little extra pizzazz there for your team, Candace. So anyway, so that's going to be your teams. Are you guys excited? This is going to give you an opportunity to also, that's right, work it, girls. Get to know each other, and one of the things that I kind of encourage you to do as you are creating each week, what you're training on, don't necessarily choose the topic that you feel the strongest in, because I think sometimes when we train from a topic that we aren't our strongest in, it helps us to get to that level of confidence to be stronger. So, okay, that's what I have for you guys. I want to turn it over to Mary Beth, and she's going to give you guys a little bit more information.
Okay. So, one thing that Christy, Nancy, and I chatted about when we came up with this idea was that the girlfriends that we've built across the United States through Mary Kay. It's so amazing to know these women and to get to meet them. And, even though we're so spread out and we haven't seen each other in a year, because this year has been a little different, it's still like to receive messages, hey, I'm thinking about you, or they comment on your family post on Facebook, and just, these women, and maybe you do see them once a year at seminar, or you've only met them through Zoom, and it's like you just make a connection. So guys, that's what we want to build, is a community with each other that steps out of your unit. Does that make sense? Like, you're close with your unit, girls, because we get to see each other and be part of each other. But to meet women in new areas, guys, Mary Kay girlfriends, would y'all agree, are the best girlfriends that you can have on the planet. And when you do go to a company event, y'all, I always say, don't ever recruit somebody you wouldn't sleep with, because it's so true, because you room with women you don't know, but it's like you become sisters. So that's what we want to create. Okay. So we're going to provide you guys with an agenda. We're not like cold turkey, like Alana, Esmer, Candace, best of luck. Y'all have fun. We're going to work with the captains to give an agenda. You guys are going to plan this meeting. Okay. You're going to plan each of your meetings. So you will work with your team to decide your training topics. Okay. So we have a few areas, a few topics that kind of come with working our business full circle that we're going to share with you. Like, we're going to put in a hat and draw and go, Alana, you get this one, and Candace, you get this one, and Esmer, this one. But guys, you're going to create with your team and come to them, and you're going to train together. Okay. So we want you to stay with a certain team, like booking. Okay, guys, it's not anything like crazy, like, anything. It's going to be simple booking. And so guys, it's also maybe a topic that you need to improve on. Because guys, don't you feel like when you dive into something, you need to learn more about it? You do learn more about it because you've had to do the research and the education behind it. Okay. Let's see here. It will also force you to work on that, guys. So we're going to ask for you to be prepared a week in advance. So that's why we're not like calling y'all out today saying, hey guys, so you need to do this next week. You're going to have about a month to prepare this, or several weeks to prepare this. So nobody's panicking. Everybody's prepared. We're also going to ask that you work with your director, your coach, to send us your training topics and kind of your agenda before the meeting. So if we need to help you with anything, that guys, we don't want you to be out there to not feel prepared and ready for this. And if there's anything else that you guys need, that is what your sales director is here for. She's going to work with the coach, and the coach, you are going to work with your team. Does that sound amazing? Because honestly, what it comes down to, we're like, we think they're tired of hearing from us. No, I'm just kidding. But guys, we want to shake it up. We want to empower you, because every person on this call is designed for so much greatness. And 2021 can totally be the best year you have ever had. And I don't just mean in Mary Kay, guys. I mean in your spiritual walk, and your with your family, with your diet and exercise, something I'm going to get on the bandwagon with. But anything it can be. It's a brand new year and a new start. So I think that's all I've got. Does anybody have any questions on that? I meant to ask that. Does anybody have any questions? Do I feel like you understand what we got going on? Okay. All right, Christy, I'm turning it over to you.
Okay, good deal. Well, give me a little bit of some emojis if you are excited about what you guys are doing in January.
But Christy, I'm going to interrupt you. Sorry. Celeste had a question.
Oh, Celeste.
So what your role as a member, it's to be, so just like Nancy, Christy and I are like, 1 week, Christy kind of might start the meeting and kind of plan everything out, and she kind of delegates what she wants Nancy and I to do, or vice versa. So your leader, your captain, so like Alana, and Alana, I'm looking at you because you're right here on my screen. So Alana will work with her members, and guys, you will be part of that. So you might do welcome and recognition, or you might pray us out, or whatever the agenda might be. Whoever is on that team will be responsible to help contribute to the meeting that night. Did I explain that well enough? Okay. So guys, this is going to be something that you guys create together. Okay. And I can't wait. Nancy and Christy and I cannot wait to learn from you. We need some fresh ideas too, and we're going to get that from you guys. Okay.
Yeah, yes, it's going to be like a regular Monday Night Live. Everything's going to be the same, except for you guys will be in the driver's seat.
Yes.
I'm excited.
I'm excited.
We know you all are ready to do this. And so we just want to give you the opportunity to step up to this. So I love it. So it's so funny when we talked about the meeting earlier today, we were like, okay, we've got so much information to give to them. We've got to move through this really quickly because I'm afraid we're going to go over time. And I actually think we're going to get finished early. So I hope you all aren't mad about that. So, all right. So one of the things that I wanted to do is going into 2021, Mary Beth, Nancy, and I want to know how to work with you better. And so we want to get to know you better. Now, I know some of you are saying, I don't really know how much more better you can get to know me, because you even know the good, the bad, and the beautiful. And so, but there are some things that we want to know more about you. And so some of these things are ways that you can get to know yourself better as well. And just like Mary Beth was just saying, improve your spiritual life, your personal life, your relationships. If you know yourself better and you know who you are, and if you know why you do the things that you do, and if perhaps you have certain behaviors that happen when you're like up here and certain behaviors that happen when you're down here, how can you take these behaviors and recognize, hey, I might be working from the basement today. And what do I need to do to get back on the balcony, because I don't want to be in this basement mentality? Do you all feel like that would be beneficial? Okay. All right. Awesome. So your director having this information also will help us coach you better. So I might be having a session with Susan, and I would say, well, Susan, you know, what do you think, you know, what behavior do you think, or where do you think you're operating from at this moment? So, and she's going to know what I'm talking about when I say that. And so she might be having an off day, and it's better that we recognize that in ourselves than having a friend or something point that out. So basically, here's what we're going to do, you guys. And this is homework. This is something to work on between now and the end, and now and let's just say December 31st. Because our first meeting will be January 4th, and your sales director is going to want to have this information from you. And what I'm going to do is we're going to send out a link to a Google Doc, and it's going to send you to the places that you need to go to take some assessments. And in that Google Doc, it will tell you exactly what you want, what we want you to do. Now, some of you have just recently, I've had a couple of my consultants take these assessments recently. So if you've already done the assessments, you don't have to retake the assessments. And so you just, what I want to know is like just your tops on these. So, and it will be very well explained in the document that's going to be sent to you. So there is one assessment that is going to cost you about $20. And I'm just going to say, I know we all have $20. If you don't go sell a microdermabrasion set, you're going to have $20 cash, right? And so none of us have the excuse to not have that. But basically, this is the Strength Finders. It's the Gallup Strength Finders. And you can pay the extra and unlock all 34 of them. That is completely optional, but all I am asking for is the lowest of the assessments. And so when you do Strength Finders, it will pop up what your top 5 strengths are. And there's a lot to learn about our top 5 strengths. Now, just because something doesn't show up for you as a strength, it doesn't mean that it is a weakness. But knowing what your top strengths are can help you operate there. Like if you see, like for example, one of my lowest scoring on my Strength Finders is empathy. I'm not going to spend a lot of time trying to raise my empathy. This is the way God made me. I love people. I'm compassionate, but I don't have a lot of empathy. So I'm not going to work on that. Relator is my number 1. I'm going to work on just mastering being the best relator that I can possibly be. So we want to really focus on those top 1 so that we really become the best person that we were created to be. Does that make sense? And we want to work with you guys to do that. There's also one called Spiritual Gifts, and I love this one. Like, it's so fun to see because it's like, these are gifts that God gave you. And like one of my number 1 gifts is hospitality. And those of you who know me know that I love to host. I love to entertain. I love to welcome people into my home, and I love to serve other people. That's part of who God made me to be, and it's so fun to see that. And like when I look at my mom, I'm like, I guarantee you her number 1 is hospitality because she loves the same things. We're also going to take the assessment for our love languages. And guys, this is really super awesome because if you, and I would also recommend that you have your hubby take this one too, because if you know what his love language is and he knows what yours is, it actually helps you to understand each other better and know how to, how to work with each other. Like my number 1, I think is quality time. I don't remember actually right now. Let me see here. My love language. Yes, quality time. So like, when Frank is with me, I want his undivided attention. Like, don't be distracted by anything. I am your number 1 priority when we are spending time together. His is acts of service. So the fact that his clean underwear shows up in the dresser drawer just makes him a very happy person. So, just doing things for him makes him very happy. So we're going to take our love languages test. We're also going to work through our core values. And so I really feel like knowing what your core values are, like what are those top 5 core values, it really can help you understand why some things bother you so much. Like if you are in a job that like if your top, one of your top 5 is honor, and you are in a job that they ask you to do things that are not honorable, and it just makes you kind of feel nauseated on the inside, that is the reason that you feel that way. That is one of your core values that is being broken. So we're going to find out what our core values are, and we're also going to do the DISC. So we've got 5 assessments. We've got plenty of time. We've got 2 weeks to get these done. The DISC, it's just your personality style. It's kind of that default. And sometimes it can be seasonal where we fall in those things, but pretty much you are who you are. It's just whoever God made you to be. And so we're going to look at those as well. And the reason that I want to do all 5 of these is because one does not completely define us. And so looking at all of them can help us work better with you and help you understand yourself better and understand how to be the best you that you can be. And I think it's a perfect time to do this. We're going into the new year, and I know that everybody wants 2021 to be just off the charts. So I hope y'all are excited about taking these assessments, learning more about what they mean, and learning more about yourself. And most likely, the way that we have this vision is that not only will we work on this like during meeting at times, but we will also work with you guys one-on-one with these as well. So are you guys excited about this? So Celeste asked, are we going to do these on our own time? Yes. Just on your own time between now and the end of the year. And just be looking for an email or a text message to come from your sales director that's going to tell you exactly where to go to take the assessments and then what your sales director wants back from you.
And, you know, and I'll add one thing, Christy. So I remember the DISC, I took that years ago in Mary Kay and a previous job. But I've changed. I think you and I discussed that. Like my DISC personality completely. I used to be a very high D and a lower I. And I'm not going to tell y'all what I am now because I forgot, but it's not. I think it's an S or a C, but completely blew my mind. So if you took it and you take it in the last year, I think maybe take it again still, but I think it would surprise you if it's been years ago, because it's going to be totally different. As you grow and change, your personalities can change too. So I did this back in August, maybe it was July, and it was just incredible to see. It really taught me a lot on how to operate at my best me, my best self. So pretty incredible.
Yes, I love it. I'm trying to read over here in the chat. Have I answered everybody's questions? Because it feels like maybe I have forgotten to answer something over here. So if you do have a questions, just unmute yourself and pop in there.
Susan, yes, we will. The director, we will get everybody's information out to you guys. So the team captains will have everybody's information and create a Voxer group or a chat, however they choose to. So we will provide all that information.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So y'all have some homework. So I just want to do just a real quick recap of our homework. So Nancy gave the homework of writing out 5 things a day or 5 people a day for the next 15 days that you are grateful for. And just remember, an attitude of gratitude, it can change your perspective on anything. Sometimes in the middle of the night when I can't sleep, I just lay there and think about all the things that I'm grateful for. And it makes me go back to sleep because it kind of calms your heart. The next thing is creating your goal poster. And like Mary Beth said, getting your family involved with that, having your children make one also, I think would be absolutely incredible. Of course, you'll be working with your teams to start creating the meeting that you all want to create, and then of course the assessments. So I am super excited. I believe that we are off to a very powerful January, a very powerful 2021, and we are going to see major movement, not just in our business, but in our personal and spiritual life as well. And so when everything comes into alignment, that is living in full peace and in full joy. That's not to say that things aren't going to happen, because things do happen no matter what, but it just kind of helps you stay in that peaceful place even when things do happen. I will be sending out, I'm putting together a Google Doc that will have all the links to the assessments and the information to get back to your sales director. Did that answer your question, Candace?
It did.
Thank you. Okay, Nancy, Mary Beth, is there anything else?
I do have one quick thing to add that I left off earlier, talking about wrapping up Star. And guys, you can do this until Christmas time. So when someone purchases from you, whether a Santa, something I love to add is their free gift. And the free gift is going to be to the person they purchase the gift for. If it's a 10-year-old child, probably not. But if it's of somebody of age, 18 or older, I also gift them a free or a complimentary New Year, New You makeover at $100 value. And you're like, well, $100 value. Well, guys, if you go to a store or a salon or someplace and have a facial, or you have a color appointment, they're going to charge you for it. And so I always say it's a free $100 value. To get that, and they're like, oh my gosh, that's amazing. So I don't put that on the gift certificate. I just put on the gift certificate, I would put a New Year, New You makeover, but I would tell the hubby or the Santa that it's $100 value. Does that make sense? Because they're going to get an hour of my time in my products and my, colors and everything else that we're going to do. And guys, husbands are like, oh my gosh, that is phenomenal. Somebody's going to come out and see my wife or my girlfriend or my mom, and they're going to give her a makeover. So, guys, these are little gift certificates, Susan. I found this online somewhere. Let me see if I have it, and I'll post it. I'll send it to Christy and Nancy, and they can get it out to you guys. But this is just a basic little gift certificate, and where it says redeemable with, or the amount, a free New Year, New You makeover. Okay. So guys, who's not going to want a fresh new makeover in 2021? I would say all of our customers, including us. So that's just a little added thing I wanted to add to you guys.
Anything else, you guys? I am so excited. I don't know about you guys, but I am so excited about this, and can't wait to just see you soar and step up into the positions that we see you all in. So, all right, with that being said, I'm going to have Nancy pray us out. And of course, if I don't see you guys, have a very Merry Christmas. I know I'll be seeing my unit and talking to them, but I want everybody to have just the best Christmas ever.
It will be. It's going to be awesome. I just want to, I'm going to close up in prayer, but I want to encourage you guys, if you have done all these assessments and you've done them a bazillion times, as I know some of us have, just hang in there with us, because I believe as we do this together, it's going to make a huge difference for our counterparts and those of us that are working together. And like Mary Beth said, every time I take it, I learn something new about myself. And so if you are like, oh my gosh, I don't want to know, yes, you do. And if you're like, oh, I already know, there's more to learn. So just jump in, and it's going to be amazing. And I think you're going to love to know who God really intended for you to be. And I'm excited to just be along that journey with you. So I'm going to pray us out, guys. Heavenly Father, I thank you for each and every one that just took the time to get on here tonight. And I know that it's our last meeting together in 2020, but Father, it's not our last meeting together. It's just wrapping up this year. And so Father, I pray that you would go before each one, that you would help them to think a new thought, to gather those suggestions that Mary Beth shared with us, and to not just let it sit, but to actually use it and to make this the best December that they've ever had, Father God. I pray that you would just put a spark in their step, Father God, that they would reach out, that they would think about others, that they would step out of what is comfortable, knowing that they can be a change maker for someone else. Sometimes that $100 facial is more about the time than it is about the actual product itself. And so, Father, I just pray that you would let us be your hands and feet. And in this season, help us not get caught up in our own head, but to think about others and how we can be a blessing. And I know that God will bless us when we are open and willing to be obedient. Father, I pray for each team as they gather. Father, I pray that these relationships would grow deeper, that the roots of these relationships would be stronger, Father God, that we would truly be women that are like iron sharpening iron, that we would make each other better, that we would grow each other to become more of who God has called us to be. I just pray for each and every family to have an amazing holiday season together with their families. As we gather in our own groups, I just pray that we would have a great time of fellowship one with another. Father, I pray your protection over each and every family that's represented here. And Father, I thank you for your many blessings. I pray that we will have an attitude of gratitude as we wrap up 2020, and that we will go into 2021 expecting great things, and that we know that you are in charge and taking us to a whole new level. So, Father God, we thank you for your blessings, and we thank you for today. Pray everyone a good and safe, happy holiday in Jesus' precious name. Amen. Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everybody. Be safe.
I bless you guys.
Take care. Good night.